Vice-Chancellor, fellow council members and staff of the university, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. To all of you, I extend a warm welcome to this important and happy occasion. To our graduates, I offer congratulations and best wishes. The University of Newcastle is committed to achieving international excellence in education and research and to work through partnerships for regional, national and global enrichment. In the area of teaching and learning, the university aims to provide an education to all students which will equip them intellectually to the best international standards. The university's goal is to develop graduates whose knowledge, skills, abilities and attitudes are highly valued and allows them to contribute to the workplace and the broader community. Whether you are here today to celebrate your first undergraduate degree, a postgraduate coursework degree or the research higher degree of Doctor of Philosophy, you have acquired comprehensive and well-founded knowledge in the relevant discipline, appropriate professional knowledge and skills, the ability to think logically and laterally, critically and creatively, and to use these qualities effectively in decision-making and problem-solving. There are two critical tests of the quality of the education you have received from this university. One relates to your satisfaction and the other to your employability. As new graduates, you will have received the Graduate Careers Council of Australia's Graduate Destination Survey and the Course Experience Questionnaire. Responses to these two instruments by graduates from previous years demonstrates a very high level of satisfaction with their educational experience at the University of Newcastle. In addition, commencing salaries for Newcastle graduates continue to be higher than the national average, indicating that our graduates are highly competitive, highly desirable against those of other Australian universities. Employer satisfaction, as reported in the university's own employer survey, is also very pleasing. The speed and nature of change in our society today is such that whatever qualification you have completed, you will need to be engaged in lifelong learning to be and remain successful and valued as a citizen, employee or manager. I am confident that the skills which you have acquired during your study at this university will stimulate the continuous search for more knowledge and understanding. These in turn will equip you to make significant contributions in the local, national, I'm sure in the case of some, the international community. In the area of research performance, the university currently ranks 10th out of the 39 public universities in Australia. It has an annual research income of about $25 million and a total annual expenditure on research projects, research scholarships and research infrastructure of about $36 million. This is an outstanding research achievement. I take this opportunity to remind those receiving their testaments today that as graduates of the university, you automatically become members of the graduate body, the Convocation. You thus join more than 50,000 other graduates worldwide and have an opportunity through elected representatives to become involved in the governance and the development of your university. I hope that many of you take advantage of that opportunity. I now call on Professor Adrian Page, the Pro-Vice-Chancellor of the Faculty of Engineering and Built Environment, to present graduates from that faculty.
Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Science Architecture. Andrew Barnard. Tracy Collins. David Cook. Lyndall Gemmell. Daniel Hadley. Damien Hanrup. Heidi Colachew. Stella Mutegi. Marie Neary. Adrienne Schultz. Thomas Sharp. Trent Snedden. Saji Srisajara. Nikki Stafford. Martin Stewart. Rebecca Wan. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Science Architecture with Merit. Evan Cooper. Melanie Croxton. Andrew Donaldson. Robert Dudgeon. Matthew Hyung. Yosko Yotula. James Lyon. Dimitra Petrolets. Jennifer Phelan. John Phillipson. Nathan Plum. Lynn Pollock. Vincent Song. Ji Yao. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Architecture. Tully Baxter. Alana DeProse. Kane King. Keat Tan. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Architecture with Honours Class 2. Simon Barr. Benjamin Griffin. Tammy Hill. Jane Jones. Wami Lee. Chi Lo. Holly Nyquist. Anita Panoff. John Soon. Yipin Tiao. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Architecture with Honours Class 1. Stuart Campbell. Jason Elsley. Emma Townsend. Linda Wainwright. Chancellor, a university medal may be awarded to a candidate who has achieved first-class honours and displayed exceptional academic ability. In assessing ability, the graduate's record throughout the whole degree program is taken into account. As well, particular emphasis is given to the final year of study. In addition to achieving consistently high grades, the graduate must have completed at least half of their degree requirements at this university. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degree of Bachelor of Architecture with Honours Class 1 and the University Medal, Ui Wee Yap. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Computer Science, Gerald Arnold. Aaron Bailey. Brendan Bain. Robert Coldheart. Brendan Doa. Stuart David Evans. Carolyn Farley. Ben Foster. Scott George. Helen Giggins. Wayne Hawken. Andrew Heath. Mika Langiel. Ian Liu. Luke Marsh. Benjamin Masters. Renee McInnes. Justin McRae. Jacinda Murphy. Matthew Oswald. David Prosser. Nick Randall. Benjamin Richards. Jessica Roper. Lauren Rowbottom. Michael Rye. Leanne Schrader. Bradley Smith. Stephen Towler. Andrew Whalen. Louis Zezeran. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate for the award of the degrees of Bachelor of Computer Science and Bachelor of Engineering in Computer Engineering with Honours Class 2 Division 1. The graduate has studied for both awards simultaneously. Joshua Wall. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate for the award of the degrees of Bachelor of Computer Science and Bachelor of Mathematics. The graduate has studied for both awards simultaneously. Nicholas Martin. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Computer Science with Honours Class 1. Thomas Byrne. Stuart Heckenberg. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Construction Management Building. Hudson Barnes. Daniel Champness. Matthew James. Daniel Mathewson. Michael Netherland. Emmanuel Petrolis. Matthew Saunderson. Mark Scarpinato. Benjamin Sire. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Construction Management Building with Honours Class 2, Division 2. Bill Edmonds. Marcus Toa. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Construction Management Building with Honours Class 2, Division 1. Timothy Lees. Trevor Maguire. Gary Parsons. Robert Royal. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Construction Management Building with Honours Class 1. Peter Bernard Burke. Simon Hensley. James Oosterveen. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Design Industrial. Zayad Mohammed Ayad. Wade Bartlett. Nicholas Brosnan. Kelly Marie Carroll. Stephen Edgar. Stephen Holder. Christopher Johnson. Ben Johnstone. Daniel McKee. Thomas Milner. Melissa Moore. Graham Olson. Timothy Phillips. Samuel Truartha. Braden Wilson. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degree of Bachelor of Design Industrial with Honours Class 2, Division 2, Matthew Dowman. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Chemical Engineering, David Alchin. Gabriel Oxby. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Chemical Engineering with Honours Class 2, Division 2, Mark Ball. Christopher Beecher. Glenn Sedgman. Rowan Stanger. Benjamin Stevenson. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate for the award of the degrees of Bachelor of Engineering in Chemical Engineering with Honours Class 2 Division 2 and Bachelor of Science. The graduate has studied for both awards simultaneously. Paul Harvey. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Chemical Engineering with Honours Class 2 Division 1. Kuang Chao Si Ao. Damien Marrick. Annette Milton. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Chemical Engineering with Honours Class 1. Michelle Arthur. Gabriel Da Silva. Peter George. Jessica Kemp. Dean Palmer. Timothy Pease. Simon Sullivan. Mohammed Zulfikar. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Chemical Engineering with Honours Class 1 and the University Medal, Lauren Andrews. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Civil Engineering. Shane Aitken. Dallas Austin. Anthony Fisher. Cam Ho. Robert Hunter. Yuri Mandich. Brent Maskell. Stuart McMaster. Andrew Russell. Chak Wong. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Civil Engineering with Honours Class 2, Division 2. Michael Clark. Stephen Doherty. Lincoln Gibbs. Damien Cohen. Peter Shrewsbury. Keith Thompson-Wright. Chi Sui. Sally Wilson. Ho Wong. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Civil Engineering with Honours Class 2, Division 1. Cameron Black. Matthew Brogan. Clinton Crump. Kelly Sue Deverell. Troy Page. Callan Smith. Michael Snow. Brett Tribe. Natasha Wager. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate for the award of the degrees of Bachelor of Engineering in Civil Engineering with Honours Class 2 Division 1 and Bachelor of Surveying with Honours Class 2 Division 2. The graduate has studied for both awards simultaneously. Andrew Mostel. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Civil Engineering with Honours Class 1. Ryan Andreessen. Stuart Blyton. Ryan Coulin. Andrew Deck. Emil Duleman. Evan Renwick. Simon Turner. Chancellor, I present to you graduates for the award of the degrees of Bachelor of Engineering in Civil Engineering with Honours Class 1 and Bachelor of Surveying with Honours Class 2 Division 1. The graduates have studied for both awards simultaneously. Chad Jefferson. David Puckeridge. Aaron Toscan. Chancellor, I present to you graduates for the award of the degrees of Bachelor of Engineering in Civil Engineering with Honours Class 1 and Bachelor of Surveying with Honours Class 1. The graduates have studied for both awards simultaneously. Kim Fernie. Christopher Janetsky. Glenn Robinson. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Computer Engineering. Andre Baudas. Nicholas Maynard. Benjamin Rowe. Alexander West. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Computer Engineering with Honours Class 2, Division 2. Adam Dugamanoff. Fouad Saraf. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate for the award of the degrees of Bachelor of Engineering in Computer Engineering with Honours Class 2, Division 2 and Bachelor of Computer Science. The graduate has studied for both awards simultaneously. Vaughan Judd. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate for the award of the degrees of Bachelor of Engineering in Computer Engineering with Honours Class 2, Division 1 and Bachelor of Computer Science. The graduate has studied for both awards simultaneously. James Pomowski. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Computer Engineering with Honours Class 1. Philip Kay. Chancellor, I present to you graduates for the award of the degrees of Bachelor of Engineering in Computer Engineering with Honours Class 1 and Bachelor of Computer Science. The graduates have studied for both awards simultaneously. Rodney Cheetah. Benjamin Reid. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate for the award of the degrees of Bachelor of Engineering in Computer Engineering with Honours Class 1 and the University Medal and Bachelor of Mathematics. The graduate has studied for both awards simultaneously. Kelly Marks. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Electrical Engineering. Matthew Granger. Paul Jones. Sean Lancaster. Philip Morton. Donato Pantalone. Damien Trelaw. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Electrical Engineering with Honours Class 2, Division 2. Adam Lackey. Andrew Knott. Anthony Pynchon. Scott Sheehan. Philip Wall. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate for the award of the degrees of Bachelor of Engineering in Electrical Engineering with Honours Class 2 Division 2 and Bachelor of Computer Science. The graduate has studied for both awards simultaneously. Stephen Hopton. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Electrical Engineering with Honours Class 2 Division 1. Angus Giles. Kristen Keir. Andrew Liddell. Darko Stevanovic. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Electrical Engineering with Honours Class 1. Mark Lynn. Alison Meredith. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Environmental Engineering. Ruth Austin. Daniel Brewer. Benjamin Konechnik. Damien Senkowski. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Environmental Engineering with Honours Class 2 Division 2. Brad Hartley. Rebecca Murphy. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Environmental Engineering with Honours Class 2 Division 1. Patrick Heads. Lee Tickle. Darren Wharton. Adam Wyatt. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Mechanical Engineering. Glenn Baxter. Michael Bechter. John Laws. Andrew Wall. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Mechanical Engineering with Honours Class 2 Division 2. Andrew Martin. Jason Teasdale. Sarah Wiley. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degree of Bachelor of Engineering and Mechanical Engineering with Honours Class 2, Division 1, Timothy Parker. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate for the award of the degrees of Bachelor of Engineering and Mechanical Engineering with Honours Class 1 and Bachelor of Science. The graduate has studied for both awards simultaneously. Jordan Walker. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Software Engineering. Ashkar Desai. Benjamin Foster. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Software Engineering with Honours Class 2, Division 2. Anthony Kemp. Jeffrey Krajnak. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate for the award of the degrees of Bachelor of Engineering in Software Engineering with Honours Class 2 Division 1 and Bachelor of Engineering in Computer Engineering with Honours Class 2 Division 1. The graduate has studied for both awards simultaneously. Paul Basic. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Software Engineering with Honours Class 1. Nathan Lee. Martin Turner. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Surveying. Matthew Green. Carl Harrison. Benjamin Hollingsworth. Daniel James. Ashley Knight. Andrew Wetton. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Surveying with Honours Class 2, Division 2. Paul Connolly. Benjamin Dixon. Justin McGinty. Ivo van Emmerich. Chancellor, I present to you graduates for the award of the degrees of Bachelor of Surveying with Honours Class 2 Division 2 and Bachelor of Engineering in Civil Engineering with Honours Class 2 Division 2. The graduates have studied for both awards simultaneously. Philip King. Annabelle Scott. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Surveying with Honours Class 2, Division 1. Jamie Boswell. Adam Bradley. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degree of Bachelor of Surveying with Honours Class 1, Andrew Ricklesford. Chancellor, I present to you a candidate who has satisfied the requirements for the award of the Graduate Diploma in Surveying, Trevor Bage. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of graduates from the Faculty of Engineering and Built Environment.
I call on Professor Ron McDonald, the Deputy Vice-Chancellor Research, to present research higher degree graduates.
Chancellor, I present to you Abukari Asaka for the degree of Master of Engineering. Mr. Asaka's thesis is entitled Including Dry Deposition in a Chloride Mass Balance for the Estimation of Recharge in an Unconfined Coastal Aquifer. Chancellor, Mr. Asaka. Chancellor, I present to you Ryan Walker for the degree of Master of Engineering. Mr. Walker's thesis is entitled Modern CDMA Wireless Communication Systems. Chancellor, Mr. Walker. Chancellor, I present to you Gunilla Burrows for the degree of Master of Philosophy. Ms. Burrows' thesis is entitled Gender Dynamics in an Engineering Classroom, an Engineering Student Perspective. Chancellor, Ms. Burrows. Chancellor, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to a graduate who has successfully completed a prescribed program of study, principally of research over a number of years. A thesis embodying the outcomes of the research is the principal basis of examination. The degree is only awarded if the thesis makes a significant and original contribution to knowledge and to our understanding of the field of knowledge with which it is concerned. Today, the University is proud to honour Doctor of Philosophy graduates who have satisfied these rigorous criteria for the award of the degree. Chancellor, I present to you Mohammed bin Hassan, Bachelor of Science, Master of Science from Bangladesh University of Engineering and Technology. Dr. Hassan's thesis is entitled Time-Dependent Deflections, Serviceability, Reliability, and the Expected Cost of Unserviceability for Reinforced Concrete Flexural Beams. Chancellor, Dr. Hassan. Chancellor, I present to you John Olson, Bachelor of Engineering from this university. Dr. Olson's thesis is entitled Control of Jet Turbulence. Chancellor, Dr. Olson. Chancellor, I present to you Shaman Pondir, Master of Science from St. Petersburg State Technical University. Dr. Pondir's thesis is entitled Direct Assessment of Transient Viability in Power Systems with Dynamic Loads. Chancellor, Dr. Pondir. Chancellor, I present to you Brian Regan, Bachelor of Science from the University of Sydney, Master of Computing from this university. Dr. Regan's thesis is entitled Three-Dimensional Graph Drawing for Memorable Graphs. Chancellor, Dr. Regan. Chancellor, I present to you Sania Shameen, Bachelor of Science and Master of Science from Bangladesh University of Engineering and Technology. Dr. Shameen's thesis is entitled Modelling the Long-Term Evolution of Mine Spoils, Erosion and Soil Development. Chancellor, Dr. Shameen. Chancellor, I present to you Matthew Woiko, Bachelor of Engineering with Honours from this university. Dr. Woiko's thesis is entitled On Multiplication Techniques and Their Application to FPGA-Based Systems. Chancellor, Dr. Woiko. Chancellor, I present to you Scott Wooldridge, Bachelor of Engineering with Honours from this university. Dr. Wooldridge's thesis is entitled A Regional Scale Methodology for Inferring the Space-Time Controls on Hydrologic Response. Chancellor, Dr. Wooldridge. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of Research Higher Degree graduates.
I now call upon the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Roger Holmes, to present a candidate for an honorary degree.
Chancellor, I have pleasure in presenting to you John Austin Hart for admission to the degree of Doctor of Engineering, honoris causa. Chancellor, John Austin Hart, one of 3 children, was born in 1938 in Adelaide, South Australia. John's mother was very much a woman of her times, a supportive wife, competent housemaker, a good mother in every sense, and the anchor of the family. John's father served in World War II, had a distinguished record of service in the Royal Navy and success in business in the pastoral industry. The majority of John's schooling was completed at a Church of England school, St Peter's College. This was a considerable financial sacrifice for John's parents as his father was struggling to re-establish his business career following the war. The educational experience of the college was a formative one on John's life. A number of masters at the college fostered lifelong interest for John in the fields of mathematics, language and classical music. In 1957, John Hart entered university, supporting himself on vacation earnings and an Australian Atomic Energy Commission scholarship. His schoolboy passion was chemistry, and he had little knowledge of engineering prior to entering university. John chose engineering over science, mainly for vocational reasons. In 1961, John graduated with a Bachelor of Engineering degree with honours from the University of Adelaide in the fields of chemical and metallurgical engineering. After John graduated, he was obligated to undertake research for 6 years at the Australian Atomic Energy Commission, based at Lucas Heights, New South Wales. He was placed in the heat transfer and fluid flow group, initially in chemical engineering and later in engineering research. The head of engineering research, the late Dr. Owen Pulley, who was an electrical engineer, introduced John to new approaches to analysis, notably by analogy. John then made a decision to move back into the process engineering field, which was more central to his disciplinary training. From 1966 to 1969, John Hart undertook metallurgical research and performed technical services at Mount Isa Mines Limited in Queensland. In 1969, John joined the State Electricity Commission of Victoria at the Herman Research Laboratory, specialising in fluid mechanics. For 10 years, John worked closely with Richard Llewellyn, the principal research engineer, who introduced him to the new world of aerodynamic methods from aeronautical engineering. John describes him as a natural teacher and the best analyst and applied mathematician he's had the privilege to encounter. John stayed at the Herman Research Laboratory because it was an exciting place for engineering researchers. The State Electricity Commission was also one of the largest engineering organisations in Australia, with an unprecedented expansion program in progress during the 70s and the 80s. In 1979, John Hart was promoted to Principal Research Engineer. He was responsible for engineering research and services in fluids modelling, atmospheric science, applied mechanics, instrumentation and computing. John advanced to the position of General Manager, Strategic Activities in 1990. In this role, he was given the responsibility for the design and construction of the Loy Yang Power Project. Loy Yang, located in the Latrobe Valley of Victoria, is a 2,000 megawatt coal-fired power station complex and an open-cut coal mine. It is the state's largest energy producer, capable of supplying more than 1/3 of Victoria's energy needs. John managed the corporate technical functions, including research and development. He also encouraged and facilitated new innovations in the State Electricity Commission's operations. From 1995 until his retirement in September last year, John Hart was the Executive Director of the Cooperative Research Centre in Black Coal Utilisation, now Coal in Sustainable Development. This centre is a joint venture between the coal and electricity industries and research institutions with Australian government support. The primary purpose is technical support for the marketing of thermal coals and their use in the power generation and metallurgical industries. Two of Australia's largest companies, BHP and Rio Tinto, are participants in the centre. The University of Newcastle was the lead site for the term of the Cooperative Research Centre for Black Coal Utilisation, with research nodes in Sydney, Brisbane and Melbourne. The centre has achieved world-class recognition and produced innovative technology. This ranges from analytical techniques through models and databases to engineering predictors of coal process performance. Nearly 30 PhD graduates have been sponsored by the centre, and strong international collaborative links have been established in a number of countries in Asia, notably Japan, Europe and North America. The success of the centre has been a major factor in the Australian Government's commitment in 2001 to renewing the grant for continuation of the program until 2008. John Hart's extensive experience in the conduct and management of this inter-organisational research and engineering projects has contributed to this success. Chancellor, it is with great pleasure that I present to you John Austin Hart, Bachelor of Engineering with Honours from the University of Adelaide, for the award of the degree of Doctor of Engineering, honoris causa.
By the authority delegated in me by the Council, I hereby admit John Austin Hart to the degree of Doctor of Engineering, honoris causa. We will now have a musical interlude presented by the University Chamber Choir under the direction of Philip Matthias. Ladies and gentlemen, it now gives me great pleasure to invite Dr. Hart to deliver the occasional address.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, members of the Council, staff of the University, families and friends of graduates, and most particularly new graduates of the University. Thank you for your reception. It's an honour and a privilege to address a ceremony marking the graduation of new engineers. For many of you, today is the threshold of a professional career that will be a central part of your life for the next 30 or 40 years. I warmly congratulate all those graduating today on achieving their first degree or a postgraduate award. I sincerely hope my remarks will be of some value to each of you in setting out on your working life. I come before you at the other end of an engineering career spanning 40 years. The last 6 years as Director of the Cooperative Research Centre for Black Coal Utilisation were a special pleasure. The University of Newcastle was host to the Black Coal CRC and its managing office and was a major research participant. I've felt very much part of the university since coming to Newcastle in 1995. The Honorary Doctorate of Engineering conferred on me today therefore has deep significance, and I thank the University most sincerely for its recognition of my contributions to engineering, such as they may be. I feel truly honoured and humbled by the judgment of my engineering peers in proposing the award to the University Council. May I also take this opportunity to thank the Chancellor and the members of the University for the exceptional support the University gave to the Black Coal CRC in my term. I would like to acknowledge especially the roles of the Deputy Vice-Chancellor Research, Professor Ron MacDonald, in the governance of the Centre, and that of Professor Terry Wall, AM, Professor of Fuels and Combustion in the Department of Chemical Engineering, in its conduct. Without Professor Wall's total commitment and indefatigable contributions to so many of its activities, the Black Coal CRC would have been a much lesser organisation. I came to chemical engineering, as you heard, from a boyhood passion for chemistry, much practised in a backyard laboratory. An irony of my subsequent career was that I very quickly transferred my underlying scientific allegiance to physics and my preference for experiment to mathematical analysis. Indeed, much of my work as an engineer could have been done equally well from a mechanical engineering base. I mention this to make my first point about what may lie ahead of you. An engineering degree is a passport to a world that should not be unduly constrained by the fine print on the certificate you've received today. Of course, you can't immediately regard the entire world of engineering as your oyster. In any case, your chosen branch will give you more than enough excitement and reward to satisfy you in your formative years. But I do urge you to trust your instincts if they progressively lead you further afield. And please understand my references to engineers to include graduates from the Built Environment wing of the faculty. Later in my career, I managed a large design, engineering and environment department, including many architects, quantity and civil surveyors, and civil engineers. In fact, I was the only chemical engineer among 500 people. This part of my experience reinforces the point that an engineering career can lead you in unexpected directions. I hope it also gives those of you in these other fields comfort about the relevance of what I have to say. My own rites of passage as a young research engineer were undoubtedly quickened by commencing in an area, heat transfer and fluid flow, common to several branches of engineering. However, they could have been seriously inhibited by the scanty mathematical content of chemical engineering courses in my university days. Fortunately, I came under the influence of two marvellous mentors, one an electrical engineer, the other aeronautical, who introduced me to theory and mathematical methods far more powerful than those I might have stumbled upon alone. This brings me to my second main point. Cherish your colleagues beyond all else. By and large, you don't find mentors, they find you. The processes by which people become close colleagues are in some ways as mysterious as those by which they select life partners. But as a prospective junior partner in a mentoring relationship, you can certainly influence the process by the way in which you respond to interest and suggestions from senior colleagues. Their expertise and wisdom are priceless sources of learning. Do seek and heed good advice. And expect to make your contribution too. You bring a fresh mind, up-to-date training, and the energy and enthusiasm of youth. Collegial relationships must be partnerships. You will frequently hear organisations say, "Our people are our most valuable assets," which is usually true, yet too often a management mantra rather than an article of real faith. But whether or not your future organisation is well managed in this respect, for you as an individual engineer, it's equally true that colleagues, your seniors and your peers, are your best resources. You will always accomplish more in collaboration with others than alone. Soon you will be also managing relationships with people for whom you are yourself professionally responsible. It might seem easy when fictional officers bark orders at dutiful and obedient troops, but don't kid yourself. Workplace management must be built on mutual respect and willing cooperation. It's humbling and salutary for a manager to realise he or she is actually a servant in the relationship. Management is an input, not an output. The real job of work is being done by the worker. Some of you may have followed a recent television drama titled North Square. The principal character is the head of legal chambers, and frankly, he's not intended to be likeable. But he knows which are the firm's indispensable assets, so he loves his barristers and fights their corner with no holds barred when needs be, even while giving them a very hard time to their faces. If you have a boss like that, loathe him by all means, but hang on to him. My third stroke of mentoring good fortune in the later senior management phase of my career was to work for such a man, a demanding taskmaster, sometimes very hard to work with, but quite simply inspirational. Fortunately, he was also much easier to like than the tyrant of North Square. So, cherish your colleagues one and all, mentors and peers, bosses and subordinates. Finally, I want to touch on the question of how to go about doing your work, self-management. The past 40 years have seen many management theories and techniques come and go, and no doubt you'll see many more touted or recycled on your watch. It's easy to be cynical about the management consultancy industry, but it's much more constructive to take a continuing interest in serious contributions to workplace analysis, because the issues grappled with are at least as important in getting the job done as the technicalities to which you've so far mainly addressed yourselves. Many of the principles that govern group management apply also to personal management. What I've said previously about working with people, for example, is simply the individual's perspective of team building. That's why I'm strongly drawn to quality as the founding concept of good management. Quality techniques have been around for decades, first in the form of quality control to reject out of specification product, then embracing quality assurance of the means of production to prevent rejects being made in the first place, and finally in total quality management, TQM, which became fashionable in the 80s. Notwithstanding later ambivalence about quality among management gurus and practitioners, quality doesn't pay, it costs, say the cynics. I remain convinced that quality principles, intelligently interpreted and applied, do provide as good a basis as you will get for managing work. The essence of quality is doing right things right. So there is a customer-driven side, doing right things, and a supplier-driven side, doing things right. The customer must specify quality, which is fitness for purpose, not excellence or elegance for its own sake. Everyone must have a customer or they don't have a real job. So, to borrow from Mrs. Beaton's famous recipe for jugged hare, first catch your customer. Your task as supplier is to use the most efficient and cost-effective means of meeting your customer's requirements. Proper recording and measurement of what you do controls quality. Working systematically assures quality. And eliminating waste creates quality. Continuous improvement is the watchword in TQM. Of course, these precepts can become mere slogans, as sadly they too often have in failed corporate quality initiatives. But I assure you that your own productivity and success will depend on how well you manage your personal time and effort, whether according to quality criteria or an equivalent set of common sense principles. I do commend quality management to you as a sound basis for your modus operandi in the workplace. Chancellor, distinguished colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, that brings me to the end of these thoughts about what lies ahead in the professional lives of those graduating today. May I conclude by reminding them of my three main points. First, your degree is a passport. Use it imaginatively. Second, and above all else, cherish your colleagues. The personal relationships you develop will be instrumental in building your career. And third, adopt a coherent philosophy of work that will enable you to do your job well. Quality management does this by defining 4 essential tasks: specifying, assuring, controlling, and creating quality in the business sense of fitness for purpose. As graduates, you have so much to contribute, and you will contribute much if you do these things successfully. Of course, there's more, much more to the world of work, but I hope these few insights will help you chart your course. I congratulate each of you on your achievements so far, and I wish you every success in meeting the challenges and reaping the rewards of professional life. You're embarking on an exciting and fulfilling journey, perhaps at its most exciting in those early formative years of finding out for yourself what it is you really want to do and how best to do it. I thank the University for the opportunity to give this occasional address and all of you for your kind attention.
Thank you very much, Dr. Hart, for those words of wisdom. 3 simple principles to guide you through the world of work. I now have pleasure in inviting Emma Townsend to speak on behalf of the graduates.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, members of the Council, staff of the University, family and friends of graduates, and most importantly, graduates. I'm here this evening to speak on behalf of the graduating classes of 2001. And to begin, I would like to pose 2 questions to you. First, If you were to ask a cross-section of people the question, how do you view university students? Most people would tend to answer as self-absorbed, hopelessly disorganised, lazy, dirt broke, unaware of the greater world beyond university existence. We're beer drinkers, late sleepers. We have 5 months holidays a year, and we still can't really manage to sort out our lives amongst the arduous 15-hour weeks that constitute university life. And that's the answer that many people would give. And so then if you were to ask the same group the question, what do you gain from university? I think you'd find that the predominant answer would be students take away with them a base of knowledge that is relevant to the course that they're doing, with the aim of using this knowledge base for the rest of their professional lives. Well, I'd like to suggest that they'd be wrong on both accounts. University students aren't all sleepy, no-good layabouts. I have actually gotten up when there has been an AM on the clock, an 11 AM that is. And yes, until recently I was a poor student living on Austudy and have seriously contemplated the merits of food for the week versus architectural model supplies. As students, we are incapable of organising anything except for perhaps maybe Powderfinger's next gig at the bar on the hill. And yes, I do have mates that attend uni regularly, for the bar trivia that is. Some of them even accidentally find themselves in a class. At university, we've spent hours in the community library, the architecture studio, but also an equal amount of time in serious discussion on the Godfrey Tanabar Terrace. This may in fact all be true, but it's all part of our university experience. We've also spent countless hours, days and weeks immersed in each of us in our own particular creative challenges of our chosen disciplines. People will also tell you that university is about building a base of knowledge, with the aim to learn as much as we can before departing and taking that knowledge out into the big wide world outside. But it's so much more than the mere knowledge we gain at university. I mean, I can tell you how to design the maximum efficiency in the design of a high-rise lift core. My friends can tell you all about Forge from computer knowledge, equitable estoppel in equity, and about Mark Newson's latest chair. But is this really what we've spent years here to achieve? On behalf of all the students here tonight, I'd like to thank the academic staff of Newcastle University for the countless hours of their time they've spent teaching us the valuable lessons for our future and arming us with industry knowledge, which we know is invaluable. So I extend my thanks on behalf of all of the students here tonight to the lecturers, the tutors, the support staff, and everyone who has contributed to this learning experience. I don't mean to take away for one moment the wonderful and heartfelt job that they have done, but I still believe the imparting of knowledge has been just one part of the university experience for me and for all of us. I believe the most important lesson we've learnt here at Newcastle University has been the development of our creative problem-solving abilities to tackle the most difficult of tasks. We've gained the tools and the skills to identify a problem, to find, to devise and design a solution, and whether that solution be architectural, surveying, graphic or computing. The overriding notion that unites all of us is the act of creation. For the past few years, we've all been working, living and learning in a place which bears a remarkable resemblance to the larger creative professional world outside of Newcastle University. And I've come to realise that university life is a small, true-to-scale working model of this larger world. During our time here, we've become close with our friends and faculty members, and we've shared our common passions. And it's these links in the larger cog that will remain strong, as our friendships are based on our common interests and goals. So I'd like to collectively thank all of our parents, our friends and partners who have helped and supported us throughout the years. And I'll now take a minute to thank the people who have kept a sometimes toppling model well-oiled and functional. For the mums and dads who have helped with everything from sending supplies to car advice, to our partners who have put up with our bad moods and distinct lack of attention, and to our friends who have glued for us, have typed our assignments and quizzed us. To them, I say thank you. The reputation that Newcastle University has enjoyed across all faculties and areas is one of professionalism, respect and excellence that is enjoyed Australia and more recently worldwide. Here we've worked in a problem-based learning style with real-life scenarios, and this has equipped us with the skills we need to succeed not only in our chosen careers, but in other areas of life as well. It is well known that in our lives we may undertake 6 or 7 different careers in our lifetime, some of yet have which might not have yet have even been formulated in today's rapidly changing workforce. But Newcastle University has provided us with a strong foundation of practical skills and abilities in this working model we have here that will allow us to adapt and to move into the real thing, which is the larger machine, the larger world out there, which is much more difficult to negotiate and to control, and our pending professional lives. So, we've now finished our years of study here at Newcastle University. Our working model we have here is glued, it's painted, polished, and ready to be driven. And it's not with trepidation or fear that we turn the ignition. For most of us, we're finding that the world outside isn't so bad and scary. And it's indeed based upon the model that we've spent the last few years here being the working parts of. So now that we're embarking for the first time on the path of our chosen careers, we have the right machinery and the right software to deal with any situation we may find ourselves in. So, for presenting us with a working model in which to take into the real world, I say on behalf of the graduating classes of 2001, evermore, thank you.
Thank you very much, Emma Townsend, for your words. I now declare this ceremony concluded. The University Union invites you to make your way to the University Club in the Shortland Union courtyard, where Devonshire tea will be served. A testamer framing service will be available in the foyer of the club. You will be able to order photographs and view a range of university memorabilia for sale in the Shortland Union building. It's probably information I don't need to give you, but I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening. But before moving down to the Union, you might like to meet with the staff of the university under the marquee next to the Great Hall. Ladies and gentlemen, good night.